The mighty King Nebuchadnezzar erected a colossal golden image, demanding absolute devotion from all his subjects in Babylon. To dedicate this monumental idol, the king summoned every high-ranking official and ruler from across his vast empire. Soon, a massive assembly of officials dressed in their finest gathered reverently before the towering golden statue. A herald then loudly proclaimed the king's decree. All must worship the image at the sound of music. Failure to obey would result in immediate execution, being thrown into a blazing fiery furnace. As the music swelled, a vast multitude of peoples from every nation immediately prostrated themselves before the golden idol. However, some Chaldean officials approached the king, bringing a grave accusation against certain Jews. They reminded him of his decree: everyone must worship the image or face the fiery furnace. Then they named 3 prominent Jewish officials, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, appointed by the king himself. These men, they claimed, refused to serve the king's gods or worship the golden image. Enraged, Nebuchadnezzar immediately commanded Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to be brought before him. Nebuchadnezzar directly questioned them. "Is it defiance that you do not serve my gods or worship my image?" He offered them one last chance to bow to the music or face the fiery furnace. The king then challenged them, demanding, "What god could possibly deliver you from my power?" Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego calmly replied they had no need to elaborate on their decision. They declared their God could deliver them from the furnace and from the king's hand. Even if not delivered, they defiantly stated they would never serve the king's gods or worship his image. Nebuchadnezzar's face distorted with fury. He immediately commanded the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter than usual. He ordered mighty soldiers to bind the 3 men and cast them into the intensely burning furnace. The 3 men were bound completely in their clothes and thrown directly into the raging inferno. The furnace was so exceedingly hot, its flames instantly killed the soldiers who cast the men in. Yet Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego themselves simply fell, still bound, into the inferno's heart. Astonished, Nebuchadnezzar rose quickly, asking his counselors, "Did we not cast 3 men into the fire?" He then exclaimed, "Look, I see 4 men, unbound and unharmed, walking in the midst of the flames." "The 4th figure's appearance," he declared, "is like a son of the gods." Nebuchadnezzar approached the furnace opening, calling out, "Servants of the Most High God, come out." Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego then calmly walked out from the very center of the fire. All the gathered officials observed the men. The fire had no effect on their bodies. Not a hair was singed, their clothes were unchanged, and there was no smell of smoke on them. Nebuchadnezzar then declared, "Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He had sent his angel, delivering his servants who trusted him, altering the king's own decree." The king then issued a new decree. Any people speaking evil against their God would be severely punished. He proclaimed, "No other God is able to deliver in such a mighty way." As a final act, the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to positions of greater influence within Babylon.